So the answer lies in, so challenges as such, I've faced challenges as in I had to go to the school, to a good school, which was far away from my home. Um, I didn't get very good tuitions and all, but having said that, I've never faced challenges in the family as such. Like my father was quite outgoing man. He always knew what he wanted for his kids. He never ever discriminated between me and my brother. He always knew that, okay, my daughter is good in studies, so I should give her the best that I can. Um, there were resources were limited, you know, but like I can give you some vague examples that we wouldn't go to certain school functions because we didn't have that good of clothes sometimes. Like we've worn one set of clothes once in a function and we cannot wear it again the same year. So I did miss out on those things, but my studies never got affected. Um, and all thanks to my parents, my father particularly. My mother would get wavered with whatever people had to say around, but my father was very headstrong that, okay, if she's studying, I have to let her go. So I studied in a really, like, the best school in the area, uh, not in some, government school wherein my skills or whatever, like my skills, my personality wouldn't be honed. I had the best education that my father could afford at that time. So challenges were particularly in some materialistic things, which when I look back now, I don't think those were, a showstopper for me. So, okay, I have just one thing to say for parents, that just don't stop, you know, financing your children's education, because once you do that, you're just breaking their motivation, right? But for the kids who are coming up from the same situation, I have to say that make the best use of whatever you've got. Like I have seen times when I had to, work hard in the final year of my college in a call center to that I had to pay my own fees. My father just, he raised his hands that I cannot pay anymore. Like I don't have anything to give you for the final year. And I could not leave my education at that time. I was doing engineering and I was doing really well. I passed with honors. So I couldn't leave my education in the final year. But that was the time my father was in so much debt that he did give up. But I didn't. I worked in HCL call center. I told you, I worked night shifts and I used to go to the college during the day. And then yeah, it seems easy now. I'm sitting in Canada, I'm talking about it, but it was really difficult. So I have to say to all the girls who are out there, who I don't know how many will listen to me, or I'm not in that position that I can preach, but I think don't just give up. It's you always have some way. You cannot, like, walk with your head high. Don't ever think, okay, you don't have finances, so somebody can judge you, or somebody can think that you will not make anything good of your life or your parents' life. So whatever little resources you have, put it to the best use possible and just keep going. It's so challenging, it's so difficult. Sometimes you would want to give up, but trust me, if you don't give up, you will achieve every dream of yours and your parents, because I have done that. So coming from a really, really, really difficult situations, I've reached that position that I'm very comfortable in doing whatever I want to do. There were kids around me who were rich, that they had money, they threw parties, they went to all the parties possible during the college, but they didn't study that much, they didn't work hard that much, they didn't get proper jobs. And today they look at me and they wonder that why didn't they do that much of hard work. So and they had all the resources. So what I'm trying to say is, resources doesn't matter, your hard work and your just dedication. And like, stay true to yourself, stay, like, parents think about you, whatever. Sometimes, okay, I was lucky that my parents had high hopes for me and they paved that way. Like they could easily say that I'm not going to finance your loan for your education, for your engineering, but then they did. Like they took a risk, right? So I got lucky in that. But some parents, they won't take a risk. But then for those kind of kids who are not as lucky as I am in terms of parents department, I would say that just keep going, try and convince them. And if not one path, then take another path. You'll always find a way if you walk the path. If you just sit at home, nothing's going to happen. When uh, when my parents when my father decided that my daughter is going to do engineering, so the society was like, why are you doing that? You're already bankrupt, you already don't have anything. Why would you do such a thing, that you're putting a girl in an engineering college, that too far away? She can stray, or she can have a life that you don't want her to have. You know what I mean? Even my own relatives, they had these things to say. But my father was very adamant that she's studying, she wants to study, and she will pay off all her loan. I know that. And okay, fast forward, mm, 5, 6 years, I started I started handling all the finances of my house. I with my Along with my brother, he also helped. We paid off all the debt, like lakhs and lakhs of debt of my father. And then we didn't have house, and today I've built a house for them. And now the society is really, like, they're happy. I'm so happy that the people who used to say negative things back then, they are so glad. They say things like, oh, लड़कियां ही माँ बाप को जितना प्यार करती हैं उतना लड़के नहीं कर सकते. So when I listen to these words, I'm so happy. Even my one of my relative, she said that, and my mother was so happy, and I felt a sense of elation that, okay, finally, I think I've succeeded because I've changed that mindset somewhere. So I think I've set an example, a small example in a small community, that you can bet on girls too. You don't have to make them sit at home. So positive about it. I think it's about time that women should start leading. Like they have been leading, but the numbers are quite low. But okay, one thing that people have been saying for so long, women are emotional, they get so connected, they get like all kind of stuff to put them down from that position, right? But I think the emotions are their strength. So a man, I'm not that kind of feminist who's like distinguishes between men and women. It's like equal opportunities. Like if whoever is capable of doing that, based on gender, we just, this is downright wrong, that we should not differentiate based on gender. It should be only based on capabilities of the person. It's not that, okay, if a woman is not justified for that position, she shouldn't be there. But if she is justified and a man of higher position wants to attain that, I don't think that she should be denied that thing, just based on the fact that she's a woman. So I think it's about time that world is changing. You see, in the US we have a female vice president today, and we've always had, as in India, we say that women are they are suppressed, but India have always seen a wide range of female leaders back then. But in the lower strata of society, first thing, see, before talking about the leadership everywhere, I think first thing is they should be given equal chances of studies. Like people around the lower strata of society should make them study, should you know give them wings to fly, and then they will definitely achieve whatever they'll want to. If they want to be leaders, they will be the leaders. If they want to rule the world, they will.
There are
So
some suggestions.
Crikick, yeah, obviously. So I didn't even know about Crikick for so long. Like we were not connected for so long. But when I came to India in 2019, you connected with me and you told me about it. You had you didn't think, okay, she's a girl, if will be able to do anything or not. You called me and you were so adamant that you have to do something, you have to do. Though I was not able to contribute that much, but I was so happy with the fact that you were trying to give me the opportunity. And I've seen the other girls as well who came on board, and they've been they've been working like hand on hand with you, like Vandana, I believe, and Chitra and Jaya, they've been working so parallelly with you, like, and it's it is really good. Like, I didn't feel it, okay, I have to see in the terms of, oh, women is getting a chance. It's just you bought people who you thought would be able to contribute, either a girl or a boy, and they are contributing in best way possible. And yeah, for girls, I would definitely say they are working better.